am here for book launch for the Winged Fox Murder of Crows series. I'm actually going to be out of town for a few days, so not right on top of launch, but I just published the pre-sales went live on paperback and ebook. So this is the cover, it's proof copy, so ignore the banding. But I love it because it splits the cover between Solange and Clarissa, the dimensional twins or doppelgangers in this book. It is a romantasy, but I am kind of putting it more in the fantasy category just because this book in particular in the Murder of Crows series is, The Winged Fox, is heavy on kind of hero's journey type stories. So they're just going through different dimensions of reality looking for answers to try and stop something from eating away at the edges of all the dimensions. By the way, I made a really fun game. It's kind of a crappy little thing that I made with AI, but I was thinking about how many ways there are to die in this series, this book in particular, and I made a little quiz game, like a choose your own adventure, that's called Can You Survive This Quiz? You can see it on the Chronicle Press website under Stories and Culture at the bottom of the page. I put it at the bottom until I can make it prettier for you, but if you can figure out how to use the little interface that isn't cute, it'll tell you based on your choices like which character you are and see if you can survive all the way to the end for a discount on staying in my writer's cabin. If you die, it recommends that you go read a good book to recuperate and links you to this book. So, or the whole series. So I thought it was cute because there's freezing fog and you can be pulled underground as a dead one, and you can be trapped at the bottom of Lake Michigan as a sea queen's lawn gnome. It's pretty fantastic. So anyway, I'm gonna be doing a few short videos on behind the scenes content for this book series. And by the way, if you wonder like why I'm sitting like this and why I'm so low in the frame, it's because I faint easily, so I need to kind of recline in order to do these videos. So my apologies, they're not prettier, but that's what's up. So first off, besides the cover, I wanted to share with you that this formatting just looks so much cooler, and I've got a real copyright page now. Every section has like a, so you can see this. That one's a fox, a winged fox with an embroidered jacket. The Murder of Crows, book 1, Reverse All Tides. I am publishing a new edition soon that has this better formatting, just looks a little nicer, with Little Mermaids in the margins, and then White Hurricane book 2. I'm also going back and doing another edition. It's got like a shipwreck in the same location. So I've got kind of like a series thing going on here. Now, if you can see, in this cover, Solange and Clarissa are in a library. Those are books back there in the stacks. A big hall, there's a spiral staircase here. And the library is round because it will spin around, and there's constellations on the ceiling. So in this book, the constellations and stars will move every time they shift dimensions, which they usually do jumping through book portals of spell song that they've written. They basically write their own paths to astral travel or shamanically journey basically across locked interdimensional portals, because if you've been following along after book 2, they had to lock all of the portals because dimensions were bleeding into each other and they didn't know why, and they had to stabilize everything. So it doesn't exactly all go to plan, but as I keep saying, but I'm excited because I'm finishing up the last book where basically the multiverse ends up packed into the dead dimension of ghosts in Detroit, and the old gods are awakening and trying to join the land of the living. So I will be posting some art for the cover book 4, which my bestie says is very scary. So I believe her because that's what my sister-in-law tells me about my books as well. I hope they keep reading. They're very supportive. I asked an AI engine to make me basically a giant spider monster with glowing eyes climbing around the Renaissance Center, which is the major skyscraper in downtown Detroit. And it did a really good job. Maybe too good of a job. So yeah, book 4 should be a doozy. I actually was writing all these as a series to simplify things, but I have terribly complicated the plot lines, but I think it actually makes it more fun. So if you can keep up with surviving that quiz, join me and you're gonna love this launch. Take care.